guys. So, I know it's been a while. Again, really sorry. I've been incredibly busy lately. With kind of three different things. Number one thing, I have been working a lot lately. Um, So, matter of fact, this past week I just got off of working 40 hours, which is the largest amount of time I could be scheduled to work at Walgreens. So, that was interesting. Also, I could get into everything there, and I might do another video just related on work related stuff. Although it is kind of more of the same, but things are starting to get a little bit better. And one thing I did want to mention is I can't remember if I mentioned this before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But so Walgreens has apparently decided that they are they've gotten rid of the assistant manager position, because our store used to have a store manager and an assistant manager, and then a few shift leads, which is kind of one level of, they're still considered management, but they're like one level above the rest of us, just us regular workers. So, and I cannot remember for the life of me why they said they were doing this. I don't even know if, I can't even remember if we found out why they were doing this. But, on the other hand, it is interesting because, like I said, we did have an assistant manager, and I'm going to be honest and say that I don't think she liked me very much. Because she basically had her favorites in the store. And I think I've talked about this before. But, yeah, so apparently corporate handed down this edict from on high and was like, we're getting rid of the assistant manager position, but we're going to add a couple of extra positions in there. So if you're a shift lead, you can apply for one of these two new positions. And one of them, of course, had to do more with the pharmacy, and the other one had to do with ordering stuff, if I remember right. Anyway, so yeah, we no longer have an assistant manager, and the gal who was the assistant manager no longer works. I don't know if she, from what I remember, she was going to be going to a different store. But then I don't know, because I overheard her talking about how she didn't want to take, because you get paid more as an assistant manager, and she didn't want to take the pay cut for the lower level job. Well, I shouldn't use air quotes, because technically it is a lower level job. But, so, I'm not sure what she's doing anymore. I follow her on Facebook, but she's just, I don't know. I checked it in. She just posts about her kids and everything, and so I have no idea what she's doing right now. But as a result, we had one of our younger guys temporarily, possibly permanently, taking one of the shift lead positions, and he is, I believe, doing the position that spends a lot of time back in the pharmacy. So he's back there a lot of the time, so I don't get to see him as much, which is fine. But he's still nice. He still says hi, and we talk and stuff like that. So that's not a big deal. Let's see what else. We have one gal who has been there for years, and she works in the photo department, and she's a shift lead. And then we have two new gals who are shift leads, and one of them actually gave me a compliment the other night. Well, let me put it this way. We hired this new guy, and he's fine, but, I don't think he really wants the job. I think it was more of a case of he had to take a job, and I won't get into reasons why as to all that, but based on things he's told me and others who work in the store, I'm just like, oh. So, yeah. I mean, he's left early a couple of nights, including the last night I worked, which was on Tuesday. He worked. There's been a couple times he hasn't shown up. That he's called in, so like not a no call no show. He's called in, but I won't get, like I said, I won't get into why, because I want to respect his privacy, and I'm sure he doesn't want his business being spread over the internet. But, let's just say he, like I said, when they said that he probably had to take a job, so, yeah, and I don't think he really, wants to be. I mean, I don't know if it's just that he doesn't want to be at Walgreens. I don't know if he doesn't want to be a cashier. I'm not really sure what's going on. But yeah. So, there were a couple nights last week or earlier this week where he apparently called in, and so it was me and one of the newer shift leads, and she basically said that I was like her favorite person to work with because I show up, I do my job, I help out and all that. So it's nice to know that someone is seeing what I'm doing. Because, like, for years, I was just like, I kind of had got to the point where I was like, why even bother showing up if I'm not being appreciated? So, like I said, it is nice to know that someone does see what I'm doing and they do appreciate me. So the other thing I should probably mention, and first off, yes, I am home alone, and I've been home alone. My parents are on vacation. They went on a vacation with their, I guess their best friends who live in Colorado, and so they got together with them this year. I don't remember where they went, but somewhere on the East Coast, and they're like out in like a really nice cabin, and they're close to like hiking and parks and all that stuff that they like. So they're having fun. And as a result, I've been my first day on my own was this past Saturday, and I'll be alone through to part of the night this coming Saturday. So, excuse me. And so I've been that's the other thing that I've been keeping busy on. I have been packing up a bunch of stuff and mailing it to Keith's place because I kind of got into a funk where I wasn't really doing much of anything. I kind of got, I don't know if I was discouraged or if it was just being kind of like, well, nothing's happening, so I'm not going to do anything and all that. So, I gone through a lot of my stuff, and I currently have 2 boxes. One's over here, and one's back behind me. In fact, one behind me is full of, well, you can't really see, but it's full of mainly winter stuff, like gloves and hats and scarves and all that kind of fun stuff. And once this box gets full, I'm probably going to put my Unity candle in there, maybe my bouquet, and get that all ready to go. And then once that's all ready to go, I'll pack that up, fill out the international shipping label and all that, and I'll take it to the post. We'll take it to the post office. I've already sent over 4 boxes of stuff, and which kind of blows my mind. But like, you guys should see my closet. And then earlier tonight, I went through, because it has been ages since I've gone through like my shoes, my footwear, and I had a lot of shoes that I had not worn for a really long time, because because for work I need the comfy yet sportive tennis shoes, which I have, and then I have my older pair of tennis shoes, which are currently downstairs by the treadmill, and I use them when I'm going on the treadmill. But I got rid of all my other shoes because I either couldn't wear them anymore because my feet have expanded, or because of me wearing the brace on my right ankle. Makes it a little difficult to wear certain shoes. And I had 2 pairs of sandals, and I was like, well, I can't wear you guys anymore, because there's literally like no support with sandals for the most part. So yeah. So that was that. So I now have a box over to the side here that is still has room for more stuff, but it's basically full of shoes. So the other thing, I've gone through my closet, I've gone through my drawers back behind me. There's probably still a little bit more I can go through, but I'm gonna hold off on that just a little bit because we're kind of stuck at the moment because we're waiting for all of the government stuff and like the solicitor that we have helping us out in Exeter to open up fully again. And once that happens, then the solicitor, I believe Keith has just a few more things to take over to the solicitor. And then once that happens, then it'll be fully out of our hands and it'll be up to the solicitor to organize everything, pack it up, and then send it off to the people who actually process and approve the applications. So we're still in the final stages. It's just because of the pandemic and everything, it's just taking a little bit longer than it would normally. Yeah, so other than that, things are going fairly well. Like I said, work is better. Work is better for now. I mean, there are good days and there are bad days, but that's usually the case for whatever. But I have been enjoying being on my own. Um, Especially since, and here's the other thing. So, as a lot of you guys know, and again, I can't remember how much, but I'm pretty sure I've told you guys pretty much my backstory, and that is that I was raised as a Christian. I grew up going to church. I grew up, there were times, especially in high school, where I was at church more often than I was at home. And so, things, things were fine. But let's just say I've come to realize that my parents, especially my father, didn't always have my best intentions. And I have unfortunately experienced some emotional abuse, which I do still experience to some extent to this day, which is another reason why I've been really enjoying this time that I've had to myself. Anyway, and this was like, I'm trying to remember like what got me into this. I'm trying to remember who I watched first, but I started watching videos about people who practice witchcraft. And something in that resonated with me. It still does resonate with me. And I've been watching people like The Green Witch on YouTube. I'm watching The Witch of Wonderlust on YouTube. I've been watching Chaotic Witch Ant, Hearth Witch, just a bunch of different people. And I've just been absorbing information like crazy. And so I've been slowly but surely getting more into exploring that. And I really like it. And I have to say, one of the reasons why I like it is because, like, when you're a Christian, when you're raised a Christian and you encounter a problem in your life, you're basically told, oh, just pray and give it to God. And God will handle it, you know. And you're also basically told that you're a sinner who's saved by grace. And you're saved by the grace of God. And that God, in spite of all your sins, God loves you and He wants you to be part of His family and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and for years, I just believed it. I just went along with it because that was all I had been raised to believe. But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. And this is going to be between us. But when Keith and I met, I mean, we Skype every single day. And we also leave PMs for each other, private messages for each other. And we have had some of the best conversations about being a Christian and what does it mean and living a good life, and is that good enough to live a good life, and all that. And so lately I've been kind of searching. I've been kind of wondering, is there something else out there? Because I still believe in a higher power. I still believe that there's something or somebody who is overall, taking care of things. But I don't necessarily believe that and this is hard for me to admit, but I'm not sure I believe what I've been raised to believe anymore. I'm not sure I believe that in spite of all our sins, that God loves us and He'll take care of us, and if we follow Him and obey every single rule, but basically, so I'll say this, the path kind of started for me because I was just watching these girls just because I was curious. A lot of them, like, they teach you how to do certain spells, or they, show you, like, how to manifest, how to put your intention into something and all that. And then, I tell you what, Target has been amazing. Because I first found this, the Moon Book, Lunar Magic to Change Your Life. It goes over all the lunar cycles and what kind of magic is appropriate for which cycle and all that. It's the author is Sarah Faith. I'm not sure how to say that last name. God S. Diner? Maybe? But it's really good, and I'm kind of going back through it again, because the nice thing about the lunar cycle is that it keeps happening. Like, it goes from new moon to waxing moon to full moon to waning moon to new moon to, all that stuff. And so I've been doing stuff like putting, like, my bottles of water that I drink from on the window on my windowsill at night during the full moon and making moon water and stuff like that. Now, this is something I have not told anyone in my family I'm doing. I'm probably not going to because they will not approve. They will not accept me. They will not. So I'm just like, not going to. Not going to do it. Anyway, so, and I also have a journal trying to write my dreams and that, but it's hard for me to remember my dreams when I wake up. But I've been writing things down in here that I've learned I want to keep on to. But, so I went to Target last night, to get meals and stuff and get a few things I needed so I didn't run out of food and all that. And then I always check out the book section at Target because, So I found this, which is Mystical Crystals, which explains a little bit about, different kinds of gems and crystals and what they do, and what they mean, and that kind of thing. And then I am super excited because there are like 3 occult magic kind of shops, but they're all like far enough away from here to make it like a journey if I choose to go there. So, but I was going to go to one of them because I wanted to get a tarot deck. Well, look what I found at Target, of all places. It's a tarot deck! And it's really cool. It has, well, and here's the thing. You open it up. It's got a little, hang on. Sorry, I should have prepared. But it's got a little booklet that tells you what all the cards mean and everything. And then it's got all these cards. And I mean, look how fancy these are. These are fancy and cool and big, which I appreciate being older and, my eyesight isn't as good as it was when I was in my 20s. So, anyway, I've been working on getting to know this deck a little bit more. But it's like, I've learned how to cleanse things. I've learned how to, and I guess the basic thing of it is that, it's all about energy, and it's all about pulling positive energy in and releasing negative energy. And believe it or not, it's helped. It has really helped me. Especially when I've been at work, and especially when I've been stressed out or I'm confronted by rude people. I'm just like, I used to just kind of get upset, and I still do sometimes. I still do, but at the same time, I'm not like, I kind of like, I'm more likely now to cast protective circle around me, which, gives me the feeling of like, I'm safe in here, you know. Here, their rudeness, their negativeness, or whatever cannot get to me. Oh, and the other thing I've done is, and this is the other thing, Target is the best. Target has the most awesome stuff. So, I don't know if you can see this. This is rose quartz. So, sometimes you go in to like Target, or sometimes when you go into like a little bit more like a department store, and they'll have like the jewelry section, and they'll have the jewelry stuff that is like that has like the here, I'll show you. I've got one of the cards, but I got it comes on something like this, and it's got like the main gemstone, and it tells you what the gemstone is for. Like abalone is for protection, balance, and tranquility. Well, rose quartz is supposed to be about love, which can include self-love and all that. So I've just been dabbling in like a few things. I've got a couple candles. I've lighted some candles. I've got some essential oils. And another big part of it is you put your intention into whatever you're doing, which I really like, because that's good for everyday life. Anyway, so, and again, there's so much witchcraft stuff out there. There's stuff about working with deities, there's stuff about astral projecting, there's stuff about manipulating your dreams, there's stuff about, and I'm still just a baby. I'm still just a baby witch. But I am on Reddit, and I do follow the witchcraft subreddit and the broom closet subreddit, which is for people who, practice in secret. And so, which is basically what I'm doing. Because, like I said, I don't think my parents or family would get it if I told them what I was doing. So, and it's okay. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure all this out, and I was trying to be more open and honest with myself, and kind of be like, I have issues. My family has issues. But I don't have to fix those issues. Those issues are not my fault, in other words. So, and it's been good. It's been good. It's been very enlightening and very freeing, to be honest with you. Now, I'm nervous for when my folks get back. Because I won't, part of that freedom will go away. Like, I won't be able to record videos, of course, and I won't be able to do other things, as easily. And that's fine. I've also been losing weight, which is awesome, because I was also in kind of a funk about that, and was kind of like, well, I'm not, So I kind of gave up trying there for a while. But yeah, I'm back on the wagon, so to speak. Although I did have some fast food the other day. I was just out and about, and I was like, I'm craving. And I was like, so I went and got Arby's. I got a sandwich and some french fries. And I tell you what, I have and had been eating less in portion size. So I ate the sandwich, it's your typical fast food sandwich, and little thing of fries, and I was stuffed. Like, I didn't get hungry for dinner until probably about 7ish. And normally I start getting hungry like around 4:30. And so I was just like, So it's been interesting. But yeah, for the most part, I'm back on the wagon, and I'm trying to eat healthy and exercise. Went for a walk today because, part of I have to check the mail every day. We didn't have anything today, so but I always check the mail, because I'm here by myself, so nobody else is going to. But yeah, that's kind of what's new and improved in my life, and basically we're just waiting for the solicitor and everybody to do their part, and then hopefully I'll be on my way, Again, don't know exactly when, but I'm hoping that it's soon. I'm hoping that it's relatively soon. I know it's still going to take a bit of time, especially considering, and this is what Keith said, is that, and which I assume to be true, is that, a lot of the government employees over there were deemed non-essential, and so they haven't been working, and so they're just now starting to go back into the offices and do their thing. And of course, there is going to be a backlog. I would imagine, there is a ton of applications waiting for these people. So I just hope enough people come back that they have enough to process all the applications, including mine, and that things will be on the way, and that fairly soon I'll get the little visa in the mail and be like, get your plane ticket, you're coming. So, but in the meantime, I'm just living life the best I can. I'm glad you guys are still with me, still hanging out. I'm gonna try to upload another video, before Saturday. I have tomorrow off, so I might upload another video tomorrow. But maybe not. I don't know. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday, I do work. So, that'll be interesting. Because I'll have the mornings. But, I'll have to be working from 2 to 10 or whenever. So, that'll be interesting. So, like I said, I'm going to try to upload this tonight or tomorrow morning, and then I'll try to record another video and upload it either tomorrow or on Friday. So, I hope you guys are doing great. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for being patient. And, Hope you have a great night. I'll talk to you later.